Okay, so I don't know where to begin. um, you know, we all know last few months, last year has been really, really rough, and I'm been struggling with a lot of mental health problems and with my daughter, and so I'm very open and honest about that kind of stuff. And well, I'm not here for that today, unfortunately. This is something a little bit different. Um, Last time I was out with my daughter, we were outside, and girls will be girls, and they argue about stupid stuff, and so just out there with her and her, couple of guy friends, and another little girl who just moved into the neighborhood, and just really nice little girl. She's so nice, um, and so the girls around here kind of were not so nice to her, and I was like, so if I had enough of it, they're openly in front of all of us talking about them, and I'm like, stop, y'all just stop, like I'm over it. And one of the girls who has been friends with my daughter for several years, um, and acted out more than normal and had a little cocky little attitude. I was like, you're a child, knock it off. Like, just stop. Just stop. That's all I'm asking you to do, just stop. And so they stopped, they moved on, they left. I was outside with my daughter and her friends, and we're just talking. And I watched the girls all go home. It was like 8 o'clock, I would say. 7:30, 8 o'clock. I don't have my phone out with me. And so, although, hey, whatever. Well, all of a sudden, this man child, we'll leave it at that, it's a man child, because he wants to be treated as though he's an adult, so we'll call him a man child, comes up and asks me what the problem was. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, one, who are you and what problem you're referring to? Because there's been no problems. I'm confused. And yeah, he tells me he's so and so's brother. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. What problem are you referring to? Because other than all them fighting over something really stupid, that's been about it. And he goes, well, she told me you got up in her face and disrespected her. At this point, I started laughing. I was like, what? I'm like, one, I'm sitting on my porch, haven't even really moved from the spot I'm in. Okay. She's 13. I'm not gonna, and besides that, I'm an adult. I really don't care at this point. Like, it's called I'm your elder. You respect me. I'll respect you, no problem. I'll give respect. But you need to earn it to give it. And he was like, oh, I don't care about that. And he was kind of going, I can't remember what all was said. But he was nice distance away from me, so I didn't feel threatened. It was pretty easy. But I was like, are you even an adult? Like, how old are you? And that's when he was like, I'm old enough. I'm not a child. Oh, okay, cool. So in my head, I'm like thinking, okay, cool. You're at least 18 years old. if things came down to it, I could hit you without getting in trouble, because we're both adults here, and I would allow you to hit me first, and then you're down to the ground. But that's just my brain processing. And not once ever thought, he was younger than 17. He was 15. He's 15 years old. 15. So, remember that. He's 15. So he kept on crouching out in front of me. I'm still sitting in my spot. Hadn't moved. Mara's getting a little jittery and she's getting a little nervous as what's going on. The little boy that was next to me was like getting a little nervous too, because he's feeling a little tension and things are getting a little heated. I'm telling him, you need to walk away because I'm not dealing with a child. You're a child. You are a child in my eyes because you're a child. Let's put it that way. You're a child. I'm not gonna deal with kids. If your mom has something to say to me, she can come out here and say it to me and talk to me about it as an adult, and we'll go from there. And then my mom's out, not even concerned. She's home, but not even concerned. I'm like, whatever. Not doing the child. So he is like getting closer and closer to me at this point, really slowly. And I'm getting a little on edge at this point, like getting upset and on edge. Starting to stutter because I'm getting upset that, a child is up my face and getting up my face. And it's ridiculous. I was like, you need to take a step back. You need to back up your child. You need to walk away and you need to leave my porch. Leave my porch. Go away. He wasn't having that. I mean, I got to the point where he was up my face, standing over me. I am standing up, still on my stairs. He's about maybe a foot from me. Maybe. And now I'm over top of him now. I'm taller than he is, because I'm on the stairs. He's on the ground, I'm on the stairs. And so literally, I'm telling him, you need to leave, you need to back up, and you need to go home. You need to go away. And he tells me, no, because we don't have an agreement on this stuff, that you're just my sister. And I'm like, I'll never agree to that. We'll never be in agreement, because I'm an adult. I don't care. But you need to leave. And he was like, no, we have understanding here. We have understanding. I was like, never in a million years of understanding with a child. I'm sorry, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. And he kept saying, I'm understanding right here. I have an understanding before I leave. I'm like, just go. Just leave. You're not gonna get it, so go. And I'm getting mad. I started yelling. I'm talking really loudly to where it's getting loud. And I see a couple neighbors come outside. None of them come over to help me. And I'm like, you need to leave. You need to go. Get off my porch. You need to leave. Still nothing. And I'm like, all of a sudden, he goes, you're nothing but an N. You're racist. That right there took me over the edge. I was like, excuse me, you did not just call me the N-word. Seriously? How dare you call me an N-word and a racist? Seriously? Do you know what that word means? Do you really? Oh my god, at this point, I'm getting super, super mad. I was getting super, super anxious and really scared. And then all of a sudden, he walks away, but attempts to grab the boy that's somewhat next to me, to the right of me, and tells him, no, you need to get up and leave, son, because she's a racist. She doesn't like black men. And I'm like, no, he can stay. Like, you can leave. He can stay. And he does. He like tries to get away from him and to sit back down because it's ridiculous. He's like, dude, like she's my mom's really good friend. Like they're friends. Like her dad's black. Like what the heck is your issue? So it's just ridiculous. So I finally leave. I finally grab my daughter. She's freaking out during all this. I'm like, I'm just gonna go outside. Let's go outside, Libby. Basically, he's not going to leave. So we're gonna leave and be the bigger person and leave because this is my home. You can leave now. He ends up leaving. I go in the house, get some water to calm down. All of a sudden, boom, 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 my door. I'm like, now what? I looked through the people, and there was 3 people out there with a bunch of little kids on the sidewalk. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. Now I'm thinking, mom's like, cool, mom's here. That's awesome. Nope. Big sister, man-child, and man-child's brother. Okay, here we go. Now, his big sister looks to be close to 18. But then again, I was off with his age. So she's probably 16. Maybe 17 also. I don't know. But anyways. Like, I was like, I'm not talking to y'all. But if you want to know what's going on, I'll tell you what's going on. You can refer it to your mother. But I'm not going to deal with you guys. We're not discussing this any further. I'll tell you what happened and you guys can go. And she's like, I'm just confused with what's going on. Like, my sister comes home, tells me you suspected her, and what the heck. And I'm like, again, if I was going to get up in her face and disrespect her, I would have. The fact is, I'm not that kind of person in the first place, because y'all are children. I am not that stupid. I'm an adult. Y'all are children. Second of all, I would have gone up off my seat, off my butt, off my steps, to go over there to disrespect her and get up in her face, which I did not do. And also on top of that, your little brother over here is disrespectful, like to a whole new degree, calling me the N-word and a racist, all in the same breath, which is ridiculous. So you all can leave now, especially him. And he's like, yeah, you're gonna go. Yeah, I dare you to say it. Say the word. I was like, no, I'm not saying the word. I'm not stupid. Thank you very much. So y'all can leave. Younger brother says whatever. I never heard what he said because they were all talking all at once. And I'm like, you're giving me a headache. Like, just go away. And I'm getting really mad. My words were stuttering because I'm getting upset. I'm shaking. Trying to hold back my tears and I'm so mad and like freaked out. And I was upset and it's in front of my kid. I'm sitting in my home. Sitting in my home. Not on the porch. I'm in my house. They're at my doorway. I'm stuck. Literally stuck in my house at this point. The little brother leaves. The girl is like off a little ways, off a few feet, but man-child is like right there in my face. I was like, you need to back up, you need to get off my porch, and you need to leave, you need to go home. And like he says, no, I don't want to. After a while, running his mouth some more, he does the whole, I'm gonna leave, but then I'm gonna turn around and spit in your face. Because that's what he did. He turned around, he was gonna leave, and turned back around, went right in my face. I seen it coming. I felt it coming. I was hoping it was his hands, but it wasn't. It was in his mouth. And I seen it. And I literally turned my head just in time for it to splatter my side of my face. and I went to grab him, and he had ran away just in time. And he ran home. Me, being me, I go chasing. I'm like, why am I chasing a kid? Why? Because I want to tell his mom. What is she gonna do? Absolutely nothing. Anyways. Watch him run home. Find out where he lived. Stupid kid. And call the cops. Cops came out and told him what happened, told him where he lived, and cops went over there to talk to him. Family covered for him till he wasn't there. So they're thinking either one, he's in the house hiding, or two, he ran away. But they can't go in the home. And I'm like, well, I'm pressing charges either way, so it doesn't matter. So, and now he evaded police, so that's fun. So then I talked to the manager today, and I emailed her. So I emailed her last night. I talked to the manager today, and she had this look of, please don't press charges, please don't press charges. And I'm like, I'm pressing charges. I'll talk to the mom. I agreed with her to talk to the mom, tell her what happened, and go that route. But at the end of the day, I'm pressing charges on her son. Because he wants to be a man, he wants to be an adult, he's going to get adult consequences. At the end of the day, I don't care about race. I don't. This whole video, did I tell you what race he was? No. I did not. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what his race is? No, it does not. But I'm sure you are guessing. And guessing it's a little black boy. You'd be correct. But at the end of the day, does it really matter? No. What matters is a 15-year-old decide he's going to be a man and do a man assault. Whatever kind of man that might be, I don't know. But at the end of the day, spitting in someone's face is a 3rd-degree assault. It's 3rd degree. And regardless of your age, 3rd degree is 3rd degree. You're going to get in trouble for it. And you'll be, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, and I don't care. I'm tired of people getting away with things around here in the complex without any consequences. And if that means that I'm the first one to uphold our police station and uphold our management and uphold everybody by doing this to a 15-year-old, so be it. But enough is enough. Enough is enough. And at the end of the day, he's lucky he didn't do a punch, because I guarantee you there would have been some more damage than whatever pity punch he would have done on me. I'm very well trained. I may not look it, but I'm trained in self-defense, in some judo, and I know how to take down people. I was a bouncer for a couple years. I did security. I did self-defense classes. I did boxing. I do know how to fight when needed. I do. So, if people take my fluffiness, my sweet personality as a weakness, I call that more of a outer defense. Because as soon as those defenses are dropped, y'all better run. Just like. So, on that being said, I'm going to sign off here, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys.